All right, now that we have the New York skyline set, let's go ahead and see what we can do to move the man over into the image. So we're going to start by going to File and Open. And this time we're going to open up the man. Now this is a large file, so this one may take a little bit of time for it to load, and it may take a little bit of time to be able to try the different selection methods. So I'm going to start with trying to see if the object select will look good. Will work well. Now in doing this, it's going to force Photopea. Photopea is going to have to run an analysis, but mine already did it. Yours is going to sit there for a while and pause. It'll say image analysis, image analysis. Then I'm going to drag and put a box around him, and I'm going to put it to where the plus sign is kind of in the center of his chest. Now, in doing that, it did a pretty good job of grabbing what I wanted. However, I notice there's some pieces that are missing. So what I'm going to try instead, I'm going to press Control D on this one, and you can use whichever method you want. I'm going to try the quick selection, and I'm going to make my brush a little bigger using the bracket keys. So the left bracket makes it smaller, right bracket makes it bigger. I'm going to click. That actually did a better job than the image selection. Looks like it still missed part of his ear. So I'm just going to go in with my lasso. Come on. It's just running a little laggy. And wow, it is really laggy. We'll come back to the ear because I'll show you how we can change this afterwards. So we're going to mask it by coming down here and clicking the mask. So it removed the background. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my mouse button down on the layer thumbnail. I'm going to drag it over to New York Angel, and it dropped on here. Now, this picture is giant. Look at the mask, how the mask doesn't even show the guy. It's showing just the part of the sky. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to shrink that down. So I'm going to choose the Move tool, or I'm going to press the letter V as in Victor. That will switch to the Move tool. See, any of these tools that have the little bracket next, the little parentheses, that's the keyboard shortcut to access that tool. Now I want to zoom out, so I'm going to press Control minus a couple times. Keep going. There we go. And now I can see that. I'm going to come down here to the bottom, and before I click with my mouse, Shift, and then I'm going to drag. Now, since this is big, it might be a little laggy. Again, so I'm going to make that a little smaller. And now I'm going to zoom in. The keyboard shortcut to fast zoom to fill the whole screen is Control 0. All right, that's looking pretty good. Going to zoom out just a little bit. I actually want to make him a little bit smaller so I can get a little bit more of him in here. And I'm going to move him to about, so let's nudge him down just a little bit. Going to shrink him down just a little bit more. If you want to be exactly the same exact size as what I have, what you could do is just once you've got the transformation, see how they have the X and the Y? That's saying where the document is. Where this particular layer is. These percentages is how much I shrunk it down. So if you just type those in, you'll get exactly what I had. I'm not worried about it. The main thing that I'm looking for on this is that he's not scrunched. So he's proportional, meaning it's not squished too thin or stretched out too wide. I want to have his hat here. I want to have his hat just slightly below the tip of the Eiffel Tower, the Empire State Building. And I want to be able to see a good portion of his torso. Okay. And once he's in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the layer name. I'm just going to call him Man. And then I'm ready to do the next part, which is masking out the wings. So in the next video, I'll show you how to do that.